Hello, this is Andy again. I come back from my hiking trip up the mountain, and I tried bow drill fire again, and I just can't seem to get an ember. I can get smoke, I can get black charred wood, but I can get heat, but I just can't get an ember. And the first one I tried is like this one here, and this is kind of some bug ate up wood. I'm not sure what it is. And I tried this first with a fairly big spindle. I mean, you can see compared to my finger, and I've got big hands. That's a fairly big spindle, and I thought, well, maybe my spindle's too big. It's not getting enough speed with the bow drill. Not enough revolutions, obviously. The smaller spindle you have, the better revolutions you're going to get for the length of the cordage. But it didn't work. It smoked. It burnt. I mean, you can see it's black. But it just never got the ember. I get the dust. In the dust, if I spark it with my lighter or a ferro rod, the dust burns. I mean, it smolders. And so I tried a smaller spindle, and I tried this other wood here, and I mean, first attempt, the corner broke off. So I tried another attempt here, same thing. I've got hot spark, or hot wood, smoke, everything I need, but not the ember. So I know I'm doing something wrong. So I'm looking to you guys for pointers. I made a bearing block here out of some really hard birch, and it seems to work very well. And I just got back from my hiking trip, the last video I made that I just put online. I got back from my 2-day hiking trip up on Mount Low, and I didn't take this bearing block with me. And I'm gonna make an actual bearing block at work with a real bearing, so I can eliminate that friction there, that friction on that end. So anyway, I've tried that. Well, I went up hiking to Mount Low, and I went with the Bare Essentials, silicone nylon tarp, Mountain House mules, and a little bit of liquor, and that's about it. And I got up there, and I spent the first night, talked to some Cub Scouts that were up there on earning their hiking badges and stuff, and they stayed the night up there. And it was a really cool time. Met a couple other guys, Caesar and Saul. They were a couple of good guys. We sit there, and they were drinking a little bit of wine. I was drinking a little bit of liquor, vodka, and we sat up and talked quite late. Well, the next day they left with the Cub Scouts. The Cub Scouts were going on a hike, and Caesar and Saul were going that same direction. They were hiking home, so they all left together. And I told the Cub Scout master, I said, "Man, I'm not going anywhere. I want to make a couple of videos. I'm gonna stay here. I'll watch your camp. I'll watch your stuff." And they gave me an MRE when they got back, and thanks for watching their things. And I was like, "No, man, you don't have to do that." And they're like, "No, it's cool. The Marines give them to the Cub Scouts, and we want to pass one on to you as thanks." And I'm like, "All right, I'm like, cool. I've heard bad news about MREs. I didn't really want to try it." Well, I waited around, and later that night I got hungry, and it was a choice of trying the MRE, which I knew had candy in it, or eating my Mountain House. Okay, I kind of leaned toward the candy. So I tried the MRE. Not half bad. It's pretty good. Made its own heat pouch. Well, the heat pouch didn't seem to heat it up enough. Next time I would probably take it out and just put it in my canteen cup and warm it over the fire. But as far as everything else, cheese and crackers, it was alright. It was actually pretty good. I was actually impressed. I'd been told bad things about MREs. Well, anyway, while they were gone, I decided to try and make videos, and I made a video of about me. And then I tried to make a video of about a bow drill fire, but the video didn't work out. So, but anyway, I first tried, I found this piece, cut it off of something, I don't remember. Anyway, and I tried that as a bow drill bearing, or Heath hearthboard. Didn't work because I was using this other wood that I pulled down out of the tree. It was very soft. It was, I mean, I kind of thought it was like a poplar. I can actually take my thumbnail and make marks in it very easily. So I thought it was maybe like a poplar. It looked like a poplar. It had kind of a whitish bark. I found this dead limb 15 feet up, and I tied some paracord around a rock and threw it over top of it and pulled it down. And the piece that's missing here, I don't know, I threw it away. But I tried taking this, which is the same wood, cut off farther out on the limb, you know, and I tried that there. And even with the bow drill, you can see it didn't even burn it. No burn whatsoever. But this other piece of wood, which is right here, which I was using for a bearing block, because this wood's very hard. You can't scratch it and make a mark in it. I thought, well, that'll work good for a bearing block. Well, it didn't. This end here of my bearing block and my hearthboard, the bearing block got hotter than the hearthboard did. This wood kind of seemed to lubricate itself. I don't know, or something. It didn't burn, it didn't get hot, but up here I actually burnt my finger. So I thought, hey, wait a minute. This is my hearthboard. Same spindle. So I split it. It was round at one time. I took my Mora knife and I batoned my Mora through and I split it out, and I split me out this hearthboard, which worked great. Got very hot. Lots of smoke. Lots of brown black powder, but no ignition. Same thing as before. So I'm looking for my YouTube viewers to help me and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Any and all comments are greatly appreciated. I will try to reply as soon as possible, but yeah, let me know what I'm doing wrong, or somebody help me out somehow, because I've tried and tried and tried, and I mean, other than I'm gonna make me a actual bearing block with a real bearing on the back end at work, because I have access to a lathe and everything. I do industrial maintenance, but yeah, I just can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. I can get lots of spinning, I can get lots of smoke, but I mean, I don't know what kind of woods these are, but I live in California, so I'm kind of limited. I don't have the wood that I have like back in my home state, back in Michigan, back east. So out here, some of these trees I don't even recognize. So I'm just trying and playing and seeing what I can do. If you can give me any pointers so I don't have this, let me know. So I actually kept some of this wood, some smaller pieces, thinking the same thing as before, that maybe my spindle's too big around. So maybe if I go with a smaller spindle, I'll get more speed, more revolutions. Probably going to try that here in the next couple days. Like I said, this is just Monday, so well, it's actually Tuesday morning now. I work second shift, but I just came home Sunday afternoon and kind of slept a little bit. Haven't even finished unpacking my bag yet. So, but yeah, let me know what I can do, and some pointers, or maybe some pieces of wood I can go buy at the hardware store or what, I don't know. But I greatly appreciate your comments. Thank you for watching, and I will try to get more videos on here soon. Thank you.